In today's video, if you're a coach, consultant, course creator, business owner, and you're getting people on calls with you, and all you're getting are a bunch of tire kickers, people who just waste time, can't make up their mind, just low, draggy victim energy, don't want to invest in themselves, I'm about to solve that problem for you. So hang on while I break down the 3 missing ingredients from your strategy, your lead acquisition and content strategy, the trifecta that will make it possible for you. So, story time. One of my clients helps women with intimacy and self-image issues around their sexuality and their body. And she put up influencer, got tons of people following her, tons of engagement, etc., etc. Problem with monetizing. Took a look at her stuff and I took a look at her call to action. And I was like, why? What are you doing? And the call to action read, if you want to get rid of guilt and shame around your body, send me a DM. I was like, really? Guilt and shame around your body? Is that what your people really have top of mind for them? And this is a mistake I see a lot of people making. We used genericized, overused, buzzword, soundbite types thing instead of becoming hyper-specific. And what I mean by hyper-specific is, because she helps women with sexuality, the example I gave her was, if you want to have toe-curling, mind-blowing sex on a Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock that leaves you exhausted for the next 4 hours, send me a DM. Can you tell the difference between the specificity between 1 and 2? Most people are overusing average buzzwords and they're underusing situational scenarios that their actual prospects are going through. And you want to use situational scenarios because that is what people can relate to. So lack of specificity is usually the first thing I look for. The second thing I look for is dopaminergic marketing, because we're all taught dopaminergic marketing. Think long and hard. I call this ugly value, but think long and hard. Who do you attract when you put out dopaminergic marketing? Like princess fairy tales, wonderful, beautiful life, happy fantasy ever after type shit. The people who do not want to put in effort, the people who have major problems because of who they are. Everyone has problems, but when people hyperfixate on problems, it is probably, it's linked to who they're being. And you attract those people. And then are you surprised then that those people don't want to invest with you? Because all you're putting out is dopamine hits. So you build this fantasy magic wonderland of where anything and everything is possible, and people buy into that. And it turns into a nightmare to convince them that they deserve to invest in themselves on the sales call. So what I call ugly value is telling people the real thing that no one wants to tell them because everyone is too afraid of being disliked. Ugly value is not telling them what they can achieve, but instead telling your prospects who they need to be able to then achieve whatever the hell it is they want to achieve. Because you know, and I know, if you're someone who's achieved something in life, you know that you've had to change as a person. It hasn't been the format, it hasn't been the template, it hasn't been the magic, all the things that we use as marketeers to give people something tangible. It's always been something on the back end, the person, the belief, the philosophy, the way they showed up. We tend to shy away from that. And so what that looks like in a practical sense is a ton of what I call fluff content, meaning helpful, happy, wonderland, mystical, mage type content. Nothing serious, nothing ugly. The ugliness of life. One of my clients is a rock star, told me that at one point in time, they had to eat other people's leftovers. And I was like, why don't you share that with your people? It's like, well, how do I make it look fascinating? And how do I make it look beautiful? I was like, don't make it look beautiful. Make it look real. Tell people reality. It will blow your mind how quickly you can build trust with an empowered prospect when you speak the truth at their level. The problem with most people, most marketeers, most online business owners is you're lying in content. You're hiding part of the truth. And so you're only showing what is achievable. You're not showing who it's achievable for. And therefore, you attract the lowest rung of the ladder. The people who want the shortcut. They want to hit the shortcut key to get them the magic result without putting in any effort. Ugly value is best presented when you talk about yourself. So when I want to be extra harsh, I always talk about myself. The dumb mistakes I made, the stupidity that I went through, the limiting beliefs that I had, and this, that, and the other, because I can call myself whatever I want. But I'm actually not only talking to myself, but I'm also signaling to my audience that, hey, if you want to be me, if you want to have the results like I have, if you even want to work with me, maybe you need to man up. Maybe you need to take responsibility. Why am I doing that? Everyone remembers the buyer's journey. Most people, whenever I sign on a new client, I take a look at the profile of the person they're working with. And as you know, there's 4 stages. One is unaware, problem unaware. The other one's problem aware. The third one is problem aware and solution aware. And then the fourth one is problem aware and solution seeking. Most people are speaking to someone who's either solution aware or solution unaware. And most content looks like you trying to educate people about the fact that they have a problem. Preaching to the choir. Preachy, over preachy. Like you're trying to convert people. Don't do that. That's not how you convert people to your way of thinking. You're intercepting them at a much earlier stage than a later stage. And here's how dopaminergic marketing is linked to that. The only people that give in to dopaminergic marketing are at the bottom of the ladder, because anyone who's more empowered, anyone who's done something of their life, yes, they have problems, yes, they have trauma, but they understand that real life is not fairy tales in Wonderland. And so they respect it when you share those as parts of yourself. They resonate with the ugly truth. They like the fact that someone's out there telling people what it's actually like, versus trying to make people like them. When you make people like you, you end up with severely victimized fans who will never buy from you, be a drain on you, want to get on calls with you, just to connect with you, make friends with you, long conversations in the DMs that never go anywhere. It'll suck the soul out of you and your business. And don't tell me you do it for the greater good of mankind. If you want to do that, go do charity. And don't talk about charity on social media. Do charity privately where nobody finds out. If you're doing this for your business, you're mixing business with charity. You're doing both things a massive disservice. And then the third area where most people, no one talks about this, I don't know why, is buying behavior. And buying behavior is far deeper than telling people, well, it's times are hard, people take time to warm up to. No, none of that. No, that's not how it works. The way your consumers buy is the way you buy. So let me give you an example. I am usually an overt communicator. I am upfront, blunt, to the point, speak to people's face. When I want to hire someone, I literally reach out to them and I tell them, hey, I'm thinking of hiring you. Do you have something to send me? Can we talk? Like none of the, what is the problem you're having? None of that. I cut straight through that. It's a very empowered decision-making process. Maybe empowered, I don't know, but I'm a relatively decisive person. And so, because I'm a decisive person, I get to create content like this, but I also then am decisive in my DMs and attract more decisive people who are like, hell yes, let's go. When I look at a proposition, a value proposition, a coaching program, an offer, I don't look at it from a point of view of what will it do for me. I look at how will I turn this into my next level. It's more I-centric. It's not it will change my life. It's more of I will change my life using it. Does it make sense? That's it. Now, if you are a covert type of person, one of my clients said, yeah, I'm a covert consumer. I stalk people. I don't reach out to people. I consume their stuff, etc., etc. Then you should not expect people to be overtly buying from you. You cannot be a covert person, a covert operator, and expect people to overtly reach out to you in the DMs and want to buy from you. No, you're going to attract other people who are covert like you. So a good thing that I give people who consume like that, because I'm not in the business of changing personalities. I'm in the business of influence and growth. If you're covert, that's absolutely fine. But then you want to be looking not at things like your feed, but instead things like your stories, which are more private, more behind the scenes, and your stories are the only thing that tell you who's stalking you. So if I create a piece of content that gets 150 comments and 2,000 views, who are the remaining 1850 people that I don't know, who are just watching? I don't know who they are. But in stories, etc., you get visibility on who's consuming your content. Now, I'm not saying bombard them with DMs, which a lot of people would do. I'm saying they should be in your sphere of awareness, because different people have different ways of self-nurturing. This is why reels go wrong for so many people. Yes, reels are being pushed. Yes, reels are the problem with reels is they get attention. They don't hold attention. Reels are more of, hey, look at me. Okay, cool. You got someone's attention. What now? What comes in then is long form written, long form video, long form whatever. And because long form is based off of dopaminergic people-pleasing marketing, you end up with super victims on a call who are just kicking the tire, and then you start second-guessing your business. So how about you stop doing that? Share the man or the woman you had to become to get to where you're at now with your people openly. They will relate more to it. And then the last thing is, look at the way you consume. Look at who you're being, because you attract who you're being. If you're a tire kicker, you're going to attract tire kickers. In essence, what you need to do, or what you need to think about long and hard, is to what level of specificity are you speaking to the prospect's desire, not the problem. Remember, general guilt and shame, toe-curling sex at 2 o'clock, leaving you exhausted on a Tuesday. Very different offers, very different things. Which one do you think people would want to buy more? This is number one. Number two, think long and hard about dopaminergic marketing. Are you deliberately hiding parts of yourself? Because we're all insecure. So we all hide parts of ourselves. But are you hiding too much? Are you sharing only a tiny spectrum sliver of your life so people think you're a unidimensional unicorn and people like you, people want to marry you, people want to hit on you, but no one wants to buy from you? And then the third thing, buying behavior. Look long and hard at how you buy, how you consume. Because I'm overt, I get people that are overt. They're like, let's go, boom. Because I'm being that guy. I hope this helps, boys and girls. I love you. I will see you in the next swear. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.